conference brings together delegates from 10 African countries discussing energy investments to industrialize the continent. Energy is seen as critical to growth and to making investments easier. The DTIC says because Africa consumes more imports than what it produces, there should be a deliberate effort to change this. The infrastructure deficit is also seen as an investment opportunity to unlock industrialization and trade. The department says there is also a need to mobilize for more African financing solutions for energy projects.
Let's strengthen our development finance institutions, such as our ECIC, our DBSA. We also have an industrial development corporation as well that are part of our ecosystem. And how do we also create more partnerships with similar DFIs on the continent? Because at the heart of what we do and why we support platforms such as these is that we are firm believers in the impact and the future of intra-African investment in changing our continent. We are firm believers that we've got enough resources on this continent, financial and human, over and above mineral and otherwise.
The South African Electrotechnical Export Council says the push for Africa to industrialize rapidly to take advantage of the opportunities presented by the Africa Continental Free Trade Area require energy investments.
In the AFCTA, we are trying to move, as our Commissioner said before, into African trade from the 60% levels that we're currently sitting at to about 50% by 2045. That's quite a huge leap in terms of making sure Africa trades with itself. For that to happen, we need the industrial base, we need the manufacturing companies to be able to produce the goods that we can sell to each other. And for those manufacturing companies to operate, we need the energy infrastructure. So this event is actually talking to how do we as Africans ensure that we have the right energy infrastructure to allow us to manufacture at the levels that we need to manufacture going forward.
The Development Bank of Southern Africa says there is an increase in energy projects on the continent, as well as private-public partnerships to solve the energy problems the continent faces. The bank says there is work being done to develop the African energy market.
We work very closely with, if we look at Southern African context, we work very closely with the Southern African Power Pool in terms of seeing how we can develop a mechanism that we can start that sort of cross-border trade in energy. But I think what's going to be critical is that there must be sufficient generation of energy, both here in South Africa, our neighboring countries, and then we have to invest in transmission as well, interconnecting lines between the different countries to make sure that we are able to trade. But there's work that is being done in terms of developing an energy market, and I mean it is there, but we're doing a lot more work in terms of growing it, making it accessible by a lot more players.
The DTIC says the continent contributes 3% to global trade and only 2% to manufacturing. Gloria Sifakomusi, SABC News, Johannesburg.